Hello, painful restart tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem, which is actually the Blazing Sword with me, BlueAnkylo. So, it's been a bit of a break in between episodes. I'll go over the changes once we get to our menu here. But I redid the last level all by myself. I hate to do that on these Let's Plays, you know, I prefer to show you guys the proper footage, but unfortunately we had a bit of a problem, and it's just my gamepad was controlled badly. I was pressing what my gamepad thought was B, but the game thought that that was nothing, and I needed to press X to cancel out the Gout's fight. I checked it out, and I tested it out off camera, so it was my mistake, but man, what a pain. So, in the future, just to save occurrences like that, I'm going to try to pepper a few save states in the middle of a battle. I don't intend to reload, you know, like if something bad happens, like I should be planning for stuff so that people don't die. And I don't intend to like reload and redo fights just willy-nilly, but I'd really prefer not to have to redo an entire map like that again. I guess I had a save state earlier from where I split the episodes, but I still would have had to redo most of it. So, anyway, with that said, let's continue on. It's time for Chapter 24. We just finished beating up Linus, and now we're in Bern. We also have a quest to probably try to find the Fire Emblem, which was stolen. So, the Bern royal family is a pageant of power, love, and hate. Eliwood finds himself embroiled in their troubles. He has been sent to recover the Bern family treasure, the Fire Emblem, which is probably not important at all to a game with the same name. It has been stolen from the palace vault. Eliwood enters the royal palace, seeking clues. Who could have stolen it? Is it the Black Fang? Was it Sonia? Was it Nurgle? Find out. Maybe today. Just walk straight up to the palace. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I thought I remembered the Wyvern Riders coming from Bern. It's pretty well defended, you could say. Unfortunately, Fire Emblem doesn't have any sort of height mechanic like Final Fantasy Tactics does, so the hill doesn't really make much difference in this game, unfortunately. Well, maybe it's because they don't have any sentries out, so they don't know who's coming and going very well. Sounds like someone, the captain of the watch, is going to be fired. This sounds like a pretty terrible plan, though, honestly. The impenetrable castle was robbed, so let's send in some outside foreigners to investigate. Let's not get caught. How long? How many more seconds do you think they've got? Let's just hide in the thicket. It's great. Guinevere! So that's the king's, well, bastard daughter, let's just say it. Not through his proper wife. And then, of course, the actual prince, who may not live very long, but we'll see. I'm assuming her dad doesn't want her socializing with her brother, though. You're so adorable. Well met, father. Huh, don't take that tone with me. Uh-huh. Good parenting there. Good quality parenting. Just going for a little hunt. No big deal, right? Just brought a little fox for her. No problem. Don't love your brother. Hate him. Stay away from my daughter. Even though you're my son, maybe. What? Alright, this guy's a little bit off the deep end. He's gone a little bit nuts. Well, you know, normally the king's throne, when he dies, goes to his eldest son. Right? That's fine. That's what usually happens for royalty. His son plagues him. I mean, as long as he's alive, it's not like his son's gonna steal the throne anyway, unless he gets killed, but like, once he's dead, what does it matter? That's a good question. He even knows it's his real son. Who's that? What are you doing in my garden? Right, so it turns out the king really was behind the theft. The girl with long red fingernails and red lipstick. Obviously up to no good. Just look at that sassy look. Sure is handy that we're hiding in a bush listening to all of this. Now we know exactly where to go. Yeah, and that's how his son dies, of course. I warned her, I tried to warn his mom that you better hire a spy master, because, like, looked like the king was making a plot to kill him off. Uh-oh. Her spidey sense is tingling! Thank goodness the cat/daughter saved us from being discovered. Quickly! Push my chair out of the palace! I don't want them to catch me here. You're not allowed to play with your brother. Oh. Well, now his cursed wife has turned his son and his daughter against him. Oh, it's all her fault. Turning everyone against him. You will play with me, or you will die. Oh, come on. You don't have to do that. Take this fox. Kill it. Well, the ultimate in jealous king. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this inside the king's garden. I'm just saying, like, you know, we've got stuff to talk about, but we should maybe get out of here beforehand. All you say is true, but really, guys, I don't think you should be standing around here. Sonya's on to you. Sure, the Shrine of Seals has nothing to do with the fire seal. Or emblem. Right, it's not the seal yet. Yeah, whatever, it's totally different. They're not the same thing. Ah, these two still following us around. She just wants some more loving with Elwood, right? Needs some more alone time to do private dances and whatever else they do together. Well, she hasn't hit A rank yet, but it's pretty close there, Nils. She can't help it. So even if you weren't supporting Ninian and Elwood, they're kind of fated to get together. So I felt like it was only appropriate that I made sure they got the A support to back it up. Oh, look! So those stupid kids were wandering around in the middle of nowhere outside of Bern's fortress for no good reason, and they gave up our position. Oh, those kids! How come no one hired a babysitter for Nils? All of our spy work, no one ever caught us, and this stupid kid just standing out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, what are you doing standing out here by yourself? You should have, like, hired Oswin to just keep him in the tent or something. For sure Oswin could handle this little brat. Well, this chick, she wants a fight, I guess. She could have just stolen Nils and handed the kid over and Nurgle would have been happy. Instead, she gave us time to get our army together. Okay. You dog. Now, they could have translated that a little bit differently, too. But it's gotta be PG or G for Nintendo, basically. She pretty much let it slip that the king and the Black Fang are working together. If she only follows the orders of the king, and the king is doing the bidding of the Black Fang. QED, we solved it. Alright. But she wants a fun game, so she's gonna give us a chance to fight back. The palace is staying out of it, great. Except for Nils, who was standing out in the open. Thanks, Hollywood. It'll be fine. Okay, so I did a little bit of prep for this between episodes, just so it wouldn't take too long. I do want to show you sort of what's happened. I did a little bit more leveling up than we did last time, because seeing as I had to redo the map anyway, I figured we might as well get pretty much everyone who was there to level 20. So, Elowood's level 20. I don't think he had very good stats. I used the Aphis drop on him. I think I forgot on the last episode, so I'm sure those of you guys who were yelling at me to use the Apha drop finally, you know, I did it. And it didn't really help him get very many stats, so he's a little bit low. Lynn got to level 20. I don't think she got anything special. I think she might have got a strength point or two, but she already capped her skill and speed anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. Didn't use Hector. Priscilla, same as last time. Heath got to level 20. He did not cap his strength. He might have done that last time, I forget. But he might have got a little bit more defense. I forget. Whatever, it doesn't matter. He's looking strong. Lucius again, same sort of deal. Probably basically identical stats. Florina got to level 20 as well. I think she got a strength point, which was nice, so she's looking really good. Dark got promoted like last time. Might not have got as many strength points. I think he was at 21 when he turned into a Berserker last time, so he probably missed out on a bit of strength. So he's a bit weaker in this reality than the reality I should have had. Raven's ready to go as well. Ganas got promoted. I also did a little bit of healing with him, so he's working his staff rank up. Oswin we didn't use. Dorcas, same, we didn't use. Rebecca, we got Wrath up to level 20. He's terrible. Well, terrible is a bit of an exaggeration, but like, his strength is the same as Rebecca's 4 levels higher. He's got definitely more skill and speed than her, and a little bit of defense, but I don't know. I was thinking I'm going to try to bring Rebecca up to 20 on this map, because now that I've got everyone up to level 20, I feel like I I should fill up, like, I want the rest of the team, so I want to get Oswin, Sane, Dorcas, Rebecca, maybe, ready to promote as well. Legout is ready, but we don't have his items, so we can't promote him just yet. His level ups seemed reasonable, I think. I think I noticed Raven got a couple good levels up too while I was working my way through the map. I basically settled on not using Lowen, but I do want at least one Paladin, so I'm going to bring Sane. I'm going to keep giving him a try. I also noticed he's got the lowest skill on the team that I want to bring, so I'm going to finally use that item that I'm sure people have been yelling at me to use for a couple chapters. So he's got a little bit better hit rate and all that. And I definitely want to keep him, that's why I was okay using that item on him. Even though I haven't brought him on the last couple maps. So, I'm thinking of bringing Rebecca, and I'm leaving Legout out specifically because he doesn't have his promotion item yet. And I'm leaving Wrath out because, I don't know, they're just, the archers, they're not working out for me, guys. But before we go any further, I should at least promote the people who are ready to go. Now, I decided, I looked it up, I'm going to use the Earth Seal on Heath. There is another Elysian Whip. So the standard flyer promotion item is the Elysian Whip. We've only got one right now, and there is a second one we can get eventually, but it's like a few chapters away and I didn't want to wait. But on the other hand, we had enough magic items and enough like hero items. Like I basically had enough hero crests and knight crests and guiding rings to cover basically everyone else. And I even had a spare Orion's Bolt. So I decided, well, let's just make sure we get Heath and Florina both promoted right away. And if I get a spare, it doesn't really matter. I could have used it on Legout, but he'll get a special item to promote later as well. And it's not, I don't think it's as far away as the second Elysian Whip. Other than that, I think I had like a spare Hero's Crest. We're never going to use it. It's basically for Guy. Like, there's pretty much no one else that can even use this one. Because we only had one Mercenary, one Myrmidon, and one Fighter. And we have 3 Hero's Crests, so that's kind of all we got. I could try to get some more Knight Crests and get like Lowen leveled up. Guiding Rings for Urk, stuff like that. But I don't really want to use these guys, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get these promotions on the go. Raven, let's see what you get. So, from Mercenary to one of my favorite classes in the entire history of Fire Emblem. Even better when they start getting skills like Saul in the 3DS ones. Raven is now a hero. Didn't give him any strength, but the defense and stuff is nice. And now he can use axes. So most people, when they promote, will get an E rank of a second weapon. Not everybody, but, you know, a good amount. So basically, he could use steel axes, but I don't think he's going to have the con for them. I don't expect he's going to do a ton of axe fighting. Now, they also do get sometimes plus 2 or 3 con when they rank up like that, when they promote. So sometimes it's a little bit easier to use the heavy weapons. I think it depends on the class. Like, I don't think Priscilla... She got, like, plus 1 con when she promoted, so it helped a little bit. So then we want, like, we definitely wanted Florina, because we want at least 1 Falcon Knight. In the more recent games, they've changed it so that this class got lances and healing staves, and I hate it. I don't like hybrids very much. The strength there is really appreciative. But in this game, they get lances and swords, which I prefer, honestly. So I'm happier to see that. Looks like, for some reason... Yeah, a steel axe is E, a steel lance is D, and a steel sword is D. Strange. I don't know why. I guess it's supposed to be easier to use axes than the rest of the weapons, but anyway, that gives her another option. Oh wait, why do I have 2 silver lances? That's a mistake. Should have at least 1 long-range weapon. In fact, let me just clean this up quick. I don't like keeping mostly broken weapons around, so let's just sell that, get it out of our inventory. Kind of running a little bit low on inventory space anyway. Alright, so that gets Florina up. So she's, I'd say she's looking pretty strong. She's got to match up with Hector. I got to definitely spend some time with her to get that going. And I'd say with that extra strength on the promotion, she is looking really solid. She got some defense, some strength. Her other stats are already amazing anyway, so really looking good, Florina. Let's see, who's next? You gotta make sure they're level 20, so I don't want to waste it. I guess there's only one more. I guess we'll go with Heath. We'll see how he does. So in the newer games, Wyvern Riders use axes by default. And I think when you promote them like this, they would get lances as well. But I think it's just going to be lances and swords for us. Just like a Pegasus. So he gets some skill and speed, which is what he needed. And he gets swords as well, yeah. So it's nice kind of that they're balancing out his weapons a little bit. Or, not weapons. They're balancing out some of the stats. Like, he already had good strength, so a little bit more speed is really, really useful. I think he got +1 con as well. But anyway, we've got these two. They're really quick. They've got 8 movement. Stats are both solid. Florina's got a little bit more speed and luck. Heath's a little bit more strength and defense. But still, I'm really quite happy with those two. They've been doing really well, I feel. That's all we're going to promote at the moment. But we'll try to get Dorcas, Sane, Oswin, and maybe Rebecca as well on this map. And then I'll decide... Well, I guess I may as well promote Wrath while we're here. I've got 2 of these Orion's bolts, so even if I don't use them ever again, I might as well promote them. The bonus side is, as a promoted unit, I think he'll be better than Rebecca's promoted unit. Because he can use swords. But his stats have been so bad lately, I don't know. Well, the strength and defense, that's a good, solid promotion upgrade. Maybe I should just settle with him anyway. Transfer, take... I need another sword. I think I've got one... Gout's holding on to one. Yeah, Marcus is holding on to a couple. Like I said, my inventory is getting really full, so... So, how's he doing for stats here? It's still not amazing, but with an 8 movement, it's not, like, terrible. Maybe I should just ditch Rebecca and go with him, because it's kind of a waste of experience if I'm not going to use her. The reason I was thinking of keeping her is I can use her for support with Dart and Sane, whereas Wrath is only support with Lyn, and he's already, he's most of the way there. But Rebecca can help out Dart and also Sane if I bring him. Otherwise, Sane and Dart, like, they don't have any supports at all. So Rebecca works a little bit better as far as, like, friends go. I guess I'll bring her anyway, and then you'll see a sniper. Like, I'll promote her up to sniper, but she'll only get 6 movement and only bows. Whereas, Wrath is going to have more movement, bows, and some sword skill. So, I don't know. I think he might still be better, but my archers have just been so bad. Other than that, quick look at the map. It's a little bit different than standard. We do start split up. So we got our heroes up here. And we kind of surrounded, they're a bit surrounded. I have to check out these shops if I can get there. But I believe this is just a survive a certain number of turns map, so you don't have to clear it. We've got Vida, who actually has ridiculous stats, plus a bonus for some reason. She might be difficult to take out. We'll see about it. And then the rest of our team is kind of split up down here. I didn't really move them left and right yet. Save that for later. Other than that, we should probably do our augury. See if there's anything useful. At least we don't have to pay him, that's the main thing. Stupid kid. I see that I am going to lure the enemies at us. Wyvern Riders, probably bring archers. Could bring both of them, I guess. And energy. So there's something special about Vida. She's got bonus stats. But I'd like to kill her if I can. I guess, like, we are able to bring 15, right? This is a really large map for soldiers. I could bring Rebecca and Wrath. I'd have to cut, like, a mage out or something. To be honest, the mages will do just fine against the wyverns anyway. Like, we're fighting in Bern, so we're going to be fighting a lot of these wyvern riders. They don't get good resistance. Sure, the archers do triple damage, but mages will be just fine. I guess the archers can get those longbows for range 3, that's pretty handy. But I don't think it's necessary. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. So primary focus is get Oswin, Dorcas, Sane, and Rebecca leveled up to 20 and promote them if I can. Oh, there is a, if you're playing along, which one has it? Yeah, this guy, I even remembered. This guy's got a Knight's Crest. I have enough to promote all my Knights, so I'm not going to worry about picking it up. But if you're playing along and you want more, bring Legout or Matthew and steal it from him. But I'm not going to bother because Legout doesn't need any XP and I'd rather bring other people. And like I said, I don't need any of those anyway. So I think that's the only item... Wait, no, there's like... You can kind of cycle through pretty quick like this, I found. It's handy. Yeah, there's one to kill to give Luna. In fact, it's this guy right here. So if we get close to the boss, if we're willing to risk it, we can get another tome. Well, I think I'm actually... No, we're going to go through... There's going to be a little bit of dialogue when we start the map. So let me just quickly maybe move a couple people around. Can we? Maybe we... Oh yeah, we can still move people. So like, plan out the first turn a little bit. Probably want Rebecca on this side to handle those. Oswin's going to take forever to catch up if I leave him back there. We've also got a lot more healing now. We've got the 3 mages that can all heal. That's really valuable. A lot more swords to play with lately, too. I think I'll leave the flyers on this side. Because they'll be able to, you know, head up that way quickly. And that way they can help guard my lords from the mages a little bit better. Plus, they've got swords now, and Florina will still be really good against magic. Reasonably good against magic. So they can fly up that way. Shouldn't need a whole lot for the southeast. Dorcas' axe, not a great matchup. My mages are all over here right now. Why don't we use... Well, I was thinking of Oswin, but he's too slow. Actually, I'll leave Sane over here. It'll be fine. The good news is he can catch up fairly quickly. So, like, you know, Oswin will take all day to get over here if I plan on grouping up on this area. Whereas Sane can kill and keep moving. And then you've got Priscilla, who's quick, and... Don't know if I need Lucius, to be honest. More magic to kill those guys if I need it. More healing. Could have left Ninian as well. Also, the plan is to get Florina up here to help out Hector, because they need to get friends. And then maybe Rebecca... Actually, yeah. I'll try to keep Rebecca close to Sane when possible. She's friends with Dart, and she can be friends with him too. We'll move Ninian a little bit out of the way. Maybe reorder these people a little bit for safety. Alright, so we'll go with that. Let's get the map started. We'll go through the dialogue at the beginning here. But we'll probably start the actual combat next episode. So, sorry about that. Keep deploying Merlinus. We've been able to keep him safe so far, which is nice. Oh, these two. Yeah. I've been wondering when they were going to join up. But of course. I guess if you want to see a sniper, yeah, she's a sniper. She could probably handle a lot of them. I'm not sure about the boss, but... She probably starts with like a killer bow or something. That's what I should give Dart. He's got ridiculous crit. If I give him a killer axe, he'll be just murder machine. Probably like 50% crit rate. Unless they've got a lot of luck. Oh, also, yeah, I had a feeling this was going to happen fairly soon. Remember that Heaven Seal they were talking about? Well, there's 3, but we're going to get 1 on this episode. Unfortunately, Elliewood is off limit. Which means there's only really 1 person we're going to use it on for this battle. But this was the reason I wanted to level up Elliewood and Lynn a little bit. Because I'd like to use that as soon as possible, and you want to be level 20 for max stats. Ah, forget about you. Yes, I'll forget about you immediately. Thanks, Pent. So, we've got ourselves a Heaven Seal. Only works for Lords, but for some reason, Elliewood can't use his yet. For some reason. So that means we can either upgrade Hector or Lynn. And we might as well do Lynn because Hector's not level 20 yet, which is fine. So I'll actually... I think you can trade and use an item at the same time. Let's get this on the road, basically. Let's see what she turns into. Well, she changed her stance a little bit. She is now a Blade Lord, which is essentially a sword master, but she can also use bows. So that's one more person that I can bring with bows and not bring, not have to. She even starts with D bows, man. I don't think Rebecca really has much of a chance of sticking around. I should have given Lynn a spare iron or steel bow, I guess. I forgot she got bows when she promoted, honestly. I completely forgot. I thought she was just pure swords. Because she's mostly a swords master, and they're pure swords. And then we've got Louise, who's a sniper. Maybe she's good? I don't know. I generally don't use these pre-promotes. She's got some money for us. And a silver bow, that's also really nice. And then we've got Pent, who's a sage. Again, maybe he's got amazing stats. I don't know. I generally don't use these guys. Really good ranks for weapons. I feel like if you were going to use Pent, you'd want to use him and Louise because they've already got A rank. Probably if you'd let one of your mages die, he might be a good replacement. I was considering using him instead of Priscilla, but I think because she's mounted, I'm going to keep her anyway. He's a sage, which is the same as... I guess we don't have any sages, do we? This is what Urk would have turned into. Again, another one of those magic plus staves type units. But I've already got someone who can use anima, and it's fine. I don't care if she's not at max, but, you know, she's got pretty good stats, and she's got that mobility, and he misses the mobility. Even though he might have better overall stats right now. Anyway, we'll stop worrying about it. We'll start cracking this battle next episode, so that's your preset. Everyone get ready to fight. And hopefully we can handle these guys without too much trouble tomorrow or in 12 hours, whenever the video comes out. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.